today is Thanksgiving prep day, y'all. Thanksgiving prep day, y'all. All right. Y'all know these stools ain't no good. Hands is washed, towels ready. Today is Thanksgiving prep day. I got a little thing of celery, half a thing of bell pepper, a bag of onions, a bag of sweet potatoes, and I'm not making my cornbread from scratch this year. I'm gonna go ahead and make up my cornbread just using the ingredients on the bag, and it's a 1/3 cup of water. That's it, okay? And this brand it's a better brand than Martha White. It is, but they had it on sale for 58 cents and I grabbed it. All right, so we just gonna dive into it and get right on into it, honey. So today is Wednesday and it's the day before Thanksgiving. I got these sweet potatoes because I don't know if I actually want to do sweet potato souffle. You know, you boil them down, make the caramel, add caramel, brown sugar, regular sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, you know, all the things, and blend it together and put marshmallows on top. That's something that my grandmother used to do all the time and I loved it. Or if I should make some candied yams, which that's exactly what my wife loves, is candied yams. So I'm gonna peel these, and by the time I get done with them, I know what I'm gonna do. So as I was saying, today is Wednesday. If you're cooking for small people, for a small family, you can start today. We're gonna shred cheese today. We're going to do these yams. We're gonna cut our bell peppers and onions. I've never made it to Wegmans, y'all. I told you that I was going to go to Wegmans. Girl, I didn't make it. To get the burners for my party next month. But that's okay. That's okay. Also, I watched some YouTube videos, not YouTube, but TikTok videos, saying that we're actually supposed to bake these in the skin to get all the sugars to caramelize for our pies and so forth. So because I didn't try that way, I think I just made my decision. I'm gonna go ahead and make sweet potato souffle with some marshmallows on top. Boom. All right, got one more. I ain't get number 4. It's nothing but me and babe. We had a homegirl that was gonna come and visit, but her cousins called from the DMV area, so she's going there for Thanksgiving. It's fine. My babe off work. We're gonna rest. We're gonna relax, and we're gonna enjoy our holiday. We got some eggnog and got some wine. We're gonna relax. We are going to relax, and I'm just gonna take my knife here and I'm gonna cut this boo-boo off right here. I'm just gonna cut this boo-boo off. All right, y'all, and see, that didn't take us hardly no time now, did it? No. I'm gonna take that baby off, all these boo-boos out. Honestly, I think the white part, the orange part, doesn't have strings. I think it's this white part that we don't get off good. It's the stringy part. But I don't know. Don't quote me. All right, so we're gonna wash those. Let me dump and rinse my board, and we're gonna start over. We're gonna start with the celery next, onions, and then bell pepper. Alrighty, I rinsed my board. I got this celery from Walmart. Had it for a while. Just gonna chop the leaves off. I don't like using the top part. And you just gonna put it real thin. You put it thin for your potato salad. You cut it thin for your dressing. You don't want big hunk of celery in your food. And yes, I am gonna rinse these again, because any vegetable that come out the ground, there is possibilities of dirt. So even after you rinse them again. Next, bell pepper. I don't have a lot of bell pepper, and that's fine with me. I don't really need a whole lot of bell pepper. And we might be going to get a new bell pepper. Alright. That's all we got. That's all we got, y'all. Bell pepper is going to go in our greens. It's going to go inside of our dressing. And I know you might think, that's not enough bell pepper. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you have a whole one, cook a whole one. But most people do not like the flavor of bell pepper. I use it just enough. A whole one would be ideal, but I don't have a whole one. I don't have a whole one, and I'm not about to go out there and stand in a line for another one. I'm just not. So it's about using what you have to get what you want. All right. All right, so that's bell pepper. Onion. We have 4 onions to chop. Technically, you do cut onions different ways for different dishes. That's just the way I was taught. For your baked chicken, for your turkey wings, you cut rings. Wings, rings, okay? All right, wings, rings, and this is what they're gonna come out like on top of your wings. Okay, wings, rings. Okay, next, greens or dressing. We just gonna do the same one. I'm just gonna use my stove as a table because gotta get all these hooves off. Okay. It gets everywhere. It don't take us long to prep your onions, celery, and bell pepper. If you had like 4 or 5, you'll still be cutting, but that's all right. We not. It's just me and my wife. So 2 of these are going in my dressing. We like the onion, celery, bell pepper in our dressing. We do. We like the vegetable style. Also, I'm not putting any hen in my dressing. I might use chicken. I'm not sure. Okay. Can you see? Okay, and we're gonna cube it up. Okay, that's cubes. Now, dice. You're gonna take it like this. And then you're gonna go down here like this. And then you're gonna go like this. Just dice. That's how my mama do hers. That's how my granny do hers. Or did hers, excuse me. And then we can just dice all of them. Definitely want to cut fine. For people who don't like to taste it. That's enough for my dressing. I need some for my greens. And I'm just gonna put slivers of onions in my greens. Okay, and one more onion. I'm gonna split it. 1/2 sliver, 1/2 dice. All right. All right, y'all. It don't take much to make a amazing macaroni and cheese, okay? It does not take much, all right? We're gonna use this cheese, Happy Farm. We got it from Aldi when they had them on sale for $1.50 or $1.25 or something like that. So I have Kobe Jack, mozzarella, and extra sharp cheddar. I do have some Swiss. Let me get the Swiss. I have a whole 2 blocks of Swiss. And I can use Swiss cheese. So we're having a 4 cheese macaroni and cheese, and we're about to start grating. Now I'm gonna do it old school, y'all. Old school. So buckle up and get your elbows ready, because we about to grate cheese, okay? I'm gonna start with mozzarella first. Now, when I show you my macaroni and cheese recipe tomorrow, you're gonna understand why we're grating it now, so it could be room temperature by the time we get ready to use it tomorrow. Probably should be grating this in a bowl, but we here now. We're here now. I'm just gonna, when I get done, I'm gonna transfer it. Plus, it don't take long to do it like this. If I figure out how, I'll have some music playing. I'll figure out how to add it to my videos. See, we're almost done. You want to grate cheese while it's cold. Probably even frozen would be better. Almost done. And when you get down and it start hurting your fingers, you can chop these little blocks up and stir them into your warm noodle. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get a bowl so I can put this in. I'll be back. All right, next up is Kobe Jack. See if I can grate it over the bowl. See how that works. Let's try this way first. Okay, so we got a little setup. This grater came from the Dollar Tree, y'all. And it grates just fine. A lot of our stuff is in our storage. A lot of my stuff, a lot of my kitchen stuff, because we moved out of a house into this apartment when my wife got a raise and her job paid for us to move. However, we didn't have that long, so we couldn't find a home. So we got an apartment. And all my good kitchen stuff is in our storage. I'm gonna try to go this way. we're gonna put this in a 2-gallon Ziploc bag. See, it gets soft very quickly out of the fridge. And I don't like my cheese melted to an appliance. I don't like that. I'm very particular. Because we pay good money for this. And we want to be able to use all 22 grams, 226 grams of it. Okay, better when you just glide it. It's better versus shaving it. Long strokes. All right. And I might save it for my green bean casserole. I've never added cheese to my green bean casserole. However, I have seen a few recipes where people are adding cheese to the green bean casserole. Strange, huh? You know, unless there's a recipe. Ooh, extra sharp is harder. I like this. Oh yeah, I like that. Cooking is a labor of love, y'all. Cooking is a labor of love. Should never disrespect or not appreciate the person that cooks for you. Because they can breathe life into you or they can hurt you. Be careful. People put their blood, sweat, and tears, and that's just a figure of speech, into cooking. All right. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of this, and I don't think I'm gonna do the Swiss, to be honest, because my secret ingredient is gonna stretch it out even more. Plus, I'm only cooking a small pan. So this is not a large pan of macaroni. Okay, and we're gonna chop these cubes. I gotta wash my hands. I hate this. Give me my food processor. All right, we're gonna wash our hands and we're gonna come back and bag this up. All right, so these are the gallon bags. I'm not cutting this Swiss up. 2-gallon bag. We're gonna put our little blockies in. And see if I can do this without making a mess. Can I do it without making a mess, y'all? Can I do it without making a mess? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. All right. This cheese, fresh cheese, melts so much better in any of your dishes, your casseroles. Fresh cheese. I keep telling y'all I want all of my ingredients. All of them. All right. And there we go. We got a 1/2 gallon of cheese for our macaroni. There we go. And we're gonna sit this in the fridge and let it firm up for tomorrow. Alrighty, we're gonna put this off in the sink. Now we have our veggies. You have paper towel. Line your bag with paper towel. I do not, but it's gonna be fine. See, put these bell peppers in here. And I'm gonna slide this one in here solely because it has sliced and chopped onions in it. And the rings is for our chicken. No one left behind. Alright, so now all I gotta do, because I'm not cooking that big ass turkey tomorrow, we're gonna have chicken wings. I did not go get turkey wings. I didn't do anything, y'all. Too busy trying to start a business, okay? So, remember these $10 wings? Yeah. We're gonna take these out. We're gonna set them in the fridge and we're gonna let them defrost. And tomorrow I'll show y'all my oven recipe that I'm gonna have with these. I'm not gonna stew them. We're gonna smother them. All right, y'all. So it looks like we have done everything. We have grated our cheese. Oh, my sweet potatoes. I haven't even showed y'all the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are done. I need to rinse them. Let me do that real quick. All right, let me rinse the sweet potatoes. All right. We're gonna chop these and boil these off in the morning so we can make our sweet potato souffle. But for now, they are going in the fridge. So we'll be back and I'll let you know tomorrow what we're doing. All right, y'all. So we have everything prepped and out that I'm going to cook, okay? So only thing I have to cook from scratch tomorrow is a cake, which I should do today, but I need to go to the grocery store anyways. I need to go to the grocery store anyways. However, greens are already prepped. Greens are already cleaned and prepped, y'all. Mustard greens and collard greens are already prepped. All right, So as of now, I'm prepped. My greens, mustard, and collards are already washed, prepped. Okay. Potatoes for sweet potato souffle, prepped. Okay. I just gotta chop them, boil them, and make my sauce and bake them off. You know, put my marshmallows good. Smothered chicken, defrosting. Vegetables, good for the greens, good for the dressing. Okay, good for the chicken. And we got our cheese shredded. We did really good, and it only took us about an hour. It's only me and my wife. And I think we got a pretty good spread for just 2 people. Okay? Mustard and collard greens, sweet potato casserole, smothered chicken and gravy, dressing. Oh, we gotta make our cornbread. We gotta make our cornbread. We gotta make our cornbread. Seems like the more I talk to y'all, the more I realize, girl, it's more shit you need to do. See, I ain't never recorded before. And that's the problem. I've never actually recorded me doing Thanksgiving. But that's okay. So we're gonna put our vegetables in the fridge. Cheese in the fridge. Bell peppers in the fridge. Alright. Sweet potatoes in the fridge. And I'm gonna look at them greens one more time. Put the meat in the fridge. In the fridge. Okay. So this is simple. Mix and water. Okay? And I'll come back when I'm getting it out the oven. Alrighty. I told y'all I was only gonna use one of these. This is 2. This is not enough cornbread. So I didn't use the total of 3 of the instant Martha Stewart cornbread. And that's gotta add 2 more. 2, and this is 3. Alrighty. So now this is all of our cornbread. I use instant because this isn't cornbread that we're gonna eat. This is the base. And Martha Stewart have pretty good cornbread. However, now that I know that they're adding bioengineered stuff to their ingredients that's made out of a lab, I found Zatarain's. It's a lot higher, but there's no bioengineered ingredients. So tell me what y'all think about that. Hearing the CEO talk like that of Campbell's, which Campbell owns so many favorites of so many different brands. You should look it up. It's like a whole thing, like a whole corporation of brands up under the Campbell's head. All have bioengineered ingredients. July Morning is a fairly new brand to me, but I love their chips. They have a lime chip that I like. It's really tangy. Pretzels. Lance, the crackers. I was so shocked when I saw that. But hey, we're all taking a gamble with food that we're putting in our bodies. Alrighty, so this is our cornbread, nice and mixed up. Let me get my aluminum pan. I already have oil in it in the oven. Yes, I cook my Thanksgiving in aluminum pans, y'all. All right, we got the oven on 400. We're gonna cook this, start checking it, 16 minutes. So this is supposed to bake a total of 20 minutes. All right, this is what it looks like. All right, if you want a homemade cornbread recipe, let me know. Alrighty. Alright. Cornbread out the oven. It's gonna sit on the counter until tomorrow. Once it cools completely down, then that's when I'm going to cover it up. But we need for it to completely dry out for tomorrow.